Hello everyone, it's Alex Hare here with another post-production skills tutorial. What I want to show you today is all about this TK Actions V6 panel. This is named after Tony Kuyper, and it's all because Tony's produced over the years a sequence of excellent panels and masks for post-production work. There's some excellent videos on how to use the panels available from Sean Bagshaw. Some of the introductory videos are in YouTube, and you can get further videos from Sean on how to use them from his own website and through Tony's website. So if you're interested, there's the web address. It's goodlight.us. Now, here's a picture that's been produced by or through the TK V6 panel, and I thought what I'd do straight away is just show you how that picture came about. So let me turn off all the layers, and initially the picture came in as two files, one for the foreground, one for the sky, and a very sophisticated mask was generated very quickly using the Luminosity Mask features, which are up here in what's called the TK Rapid Mask 2 V6 panel up here. And the photograph developed onwards, and to the point where we're looking at putting the saturation in, and that's with Make It Glow, which is something that also comes included in Tony's action sets with the panel. It's a free inclusion. And again, I've used the luminosity masks though in combination, or in tandem rather, with his Make It Glow action to just limit the effect of that saturation in the sky. And again, that's been used by a sophisticated colour selection through the Luminosity Mask panel. And the highlights have been tweaked, and if I look at the mask here, again, it's another very sophisticated light selection to just limit the effect of the Alton light effect to the image, but leaving the rest of the sky intact, because I don't really want to overexpose that far right hand side. Okay, and then the picture finishes up with a bit of vignettes and colour correction. And so that's the journey from the initial files through to the final outcome, ready for saving for the web or for printing or archiving. And that's all been achieved through the functionality in the V6 panel. So let me just talk you then briefly through what we have here. It can look a bit daunting, so what we have first of all is, if we get rid of that, is this handy panel. This brings the majority of the functionality in Photoshop that we need into the top level where we can access it, and I like to put mine available there so I can always use it. And there's things in here like we can flatten an image. Okay, I said to you I've got to the end of this picture, so normally I'd come to the layers palette down here, and then I'd click once, and then I'd go down and I'd click flatten. Well, I can just do that from there with one click. So, okay, it's half the clicks, but it's probably more than half the time as well. So if you add that up for every single step of the way that you're in the post-production workflow, it does make a lot of difference, and it does stop your hand from getting too sore. There's all the kind of things that we'd need in here, and they're color kind of grouped, so that these are all the blending modes, and then we've got our adjustments, curves, levels, brightness, and all the other usual ones, vibrance. We have some functionality here for duplicating layers, creating new layers, merging layers, and inverting selections. And then further down here at the bottom, we've got a really handy web sharpening tool. It's the best web sharpening tool that I've seen, and it's the web sharpening tool that I use for all my website pictures. And in here we can tell it how many pixels we want and convert it to an sRGB color space, all very, very quickly with the click of one button. And if those of you who are interested in doing this to multiple pictures, then over here in this tab, the V6 batch tab, we can do the same thing, but we can do it on a whole bunch of images. And up here then we have the luminosity masking sort of functionality, if you like. And this allows us to make very careful selections and modify them before we choose how to use them as a layer. So hopefully you can see then from that picture and from this overview how much of the TK's V6 panel I'm using, and that only kind of scratches the surface in many ways. The full functionality and versatility of the panels is a bit more diverse than that, but on a sort of surface level, that is everything that I use on a day-to-day basis. And if anybody's interested in getting these panels, then it's for that reason, that because everything is there and available on a very basic level, from flattening pictures, changing the size, creating a new canvas, all the way through to making very advanced and precise selections for very complicated post-production work. It is all available here in these panels. Okay, so any questions, then drop me an email. And otherwise, if you get the panel, then check out the other videos on alexharephotography.com, where I've got plenty of training videos to come on the website, where I'll be showing you how to use the specific techniques within this V6 panel to achieve the final look in my photos, and then hopefully you can apply that to your pictures.